Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope the glare from my glasses isn't gonna be too much of a problem in this video, but I don't know where my contact box is. Anyways, this is my VSG 7-month post-op update. So if you're interested to see what I'm eating, how I'm doing, non-scale victories, things that happen, because there's so much I've done this month, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I just want to say I apologize again for the glasses and if there's a glare, and also I might look a little crazy because I've had this makeup on well over 10 hours, so I apologize for all of that. I'm first going to get started like I always do with the stats. So I did not have a pre-op diet. My surgery was excuse me, November 29, 2016 at Hackensack University Medical Center from Advanced Laparoscopic Associates, and my doctor was Dr. Ewing. And my date of surgery was my highest weight at 322 pounds. As of today, I am 229 pounds, which is a total loss of 93 pounds. Sorry if you guys see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone because I wrote all the notes as usual because I want to make sure I touch up on everything. So yeah, 93 pounds off of my body. Like I say in every video, I really can't believe that 93 pounds or that much weight has been lifted off of my body. Like, I feel amazing. I feel way more energetic. I feel the initiative to do certain things. And I'm just really happy and definitely celebrating each and every month my victories. So yeah, so I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to touch on the things that I want to touch on. And I have a lot of non-scale victories for this month because I was able to travel and go on vacation and do things that I've always wanted to do. So first of all, let's talk about food. Excuse me, I must be getting sick, but let's talk about food. I am definitely drinking more water. I'm super happy about that. I am making it a mission to consume as much liquids as possible throughout the day, and I would say I've been pretty successful at it. I haven't hit the 69 ounces or however many ounces you're supposed to get in a day. I'm not really sure if I've hit it yet, but just any opportunity I can, I will drink water more than anything else, or iced tea, juices, but water more than anything. I still make my same juice in the morning. I've touched on this a couple of times in different videos. Basically what I do is I have a NutriBullet. I put in like half a bottle of water, a couple of berries or whatever frozen fruit that I have, 2 of my vitamin bariatric supplements that are tablets that can kind of dissolve in the NutriBullet, and I also add a vitamin C pill. Ground it all up and I drink that as my juice. It's very delicious. I get my vitamins. I get vitamin C like for my immune system so that I don't get sick, which I should re-up on that, I guess, because my throat is kind of feeling a little weird. But it's just a good energy boost at the start of the day. I get fruit, water, everything in one shot, and it tastes pretty good, so I would definitely recommend you guys try that. What else? So I officially have realized that I do not like bread, I do not like bagels, I do not like pasta. I try to get it in, it's just too much for me. As much as I still crave the taste of an everything bagel toasted with cream cheese, which used to be my favorite, I just really can't stomach bagels. And as much as I crave like a crunchy, crispy, toasted bread, my stomach just does not agree with me, and I get full very quickly, and it's not just getting full very quickly, I just feel like it was nothing. Like I didn't eat anything of substance and I kind of just wasted my meal for the day. And pasta's the same thing. Like I was craving pasta yesterday and I ordered a plate of spaghetti and meatballs because I kind of figured I would just eat it for dinner and then have it for the next day for lunch, and just like 1 spoonful of the pasta was like, yeah, I don't do pasta anymore. It was just too much for me, and it just didn't give me the satisfaction I needed, or the nutrients I should say that I needed. I officially can't even smell or touch bacon and avocado. I'm pretty sure I said that in another video, but real bacon, like pork bacon, I cannot stomach. I can still do turkey bacon, and avocado I can't stomach either, and I have completely just weaned it out. I don't even go near an avocado because every time I would try an avocado, I would throw up, I would feel really, really nauseous. I get hot sweats, dizziness, headache, everything. So, and I feel that way with bacon as well. So I think I'm just going to cut off everything that just doesn't agree with me and just try really, really hard to stay away from it for a very good time until I can feel okay to try it again. So no bread, bagels, pasta, bacon, or avocado for me. This month has been the month that I have been craving seafood, and I feel like it's so weird, but I don't know, I just been craving seafood, and not just like shrimp or tilapia. No, I've been craving lobster, I've been craving like crab cakes, I've been craving like just crab legs and lobster tails. Like that's pretty much what I have been craving, and just the meat itself, not with anything, just like a buttery piece of seafood. And I'll talk more about kind of why I feel like I've been craving seafood, but I'll talk about it in a little bit. So beans have been my best friend and my best source of protein. I feel like beans, I can get down nice, I can get down easy, I can get it down easy. It just goes well with my stomach. My stomach agrees with beans, and beans have a lot of protein. So I feel like I should let you guys know that it's not necessarily just eating a chicken breast or having any kind of meats as your source of protein. There are other things besides meats that have a lot of protein. So if you feel like you're in a rut, or you feel like you have to have like a meat with every meal, don't feel that way. Definitely Google great sources of protein. And beans can be very delicious if you season them right, and it can be your meat in the meal, if you guys get my drift. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I know as a Latina, we have to have like a meat with every dish. So I definitely was raised that way, that you can't have like a complete meal without like rice or potatoes or bread or something, a meat and like a vegetable. But beans can be your source of protein. Beans can be your biggest part of your little plate that you're doing. You can have beans and vegetables, beans and brown rice, things like that. So beans have been my best friend. And along with beans and the seafood, like I was touching on earlier, I think I know why. And it's because of my recent trip to Honduras. So I think I told you guys in my previous video that I was going to go on vacation, and I have come back from my vacation. I went to my beautiful country, Honduras. If for those of you who do not know, I am half Honduran and half Puerto Rican. My mother is Puerto Rican, my father's Honduran. I was born here in the United States, but those are my two cultures. That's what makes me me. And so I got to go to Honduras, and I haven't been to Honduras in about 3, maybe 4 years, so I really, really missed it. And I have 2 little siblings that live in Honduras from my father's side, and I haven't seen them in such a long time, and they're still little, so I really wanted to go, and I finally was able to make it happen. Plus, it was my boyfriend's first time ever going to Honduras, so I was really excited to show him my beautiful country, my siblings, my family there. So I had an amazing time, and not only was it to see my siblings and to see my family and to just have a beautiful vacation in my dad's house there, I also wanted to check off a couple things on my bucket list. And to most people, or maybe to some, these things are like everyday summer activities, but to me, I haven't been able to do certain things because of my weight prior to surgery. So I wanted to check things off my bucket list that I've always wanted to do but couldn't because of my weight. So when I was in Honduras, not only did I, get to spend time with family and visit different pueblitos or little towns around where I live and all that stuff, but I was able to do zip lining. And I have always wanted to do zip lining, but if you guys don't know or didn't know, there is a weight limit when it comes to zip lining, and I maxed out way above the weight limit. Well, prior to surgery. So now I was able to do it and be comfortable and not have to worry about exceeding the weight limit or feeling uncomfortable asking what the weight limit was or anything like that. And I had an amazing time ziplining, and I was super, super comfortable. I felt super free, and I was able to do different kinds of positions during the ziplining. And it was just so much fun and just such an accomplishment for me that I can even do that. And some of you may understand that feeling, some of you may not, but if you've ever had something that you've always wanted to do and couldn't do it because of a physical thing, like your weight or anything where you just physically couldn't do it, and you finally get to and accomplish that, it's such an amazing feeling. Like, I was super emotional and I was super happy, and I had such a blast. Another thing I wanted to do was jet skiing. Now, jet skiing doesn't really necessarily have a weight limit. However, I always felt uncomfortable doing jet skiing because I felt like I wouldn't fit properly on the jet ski. I felt like my weight would bring me down. I felt uncomfortable in a bathing suit, so jet skiing might pull my bathing suit and reveal things. I was just a super unconfident hot mess, so I never even tried it. But jet skiing doesn't technically have a weight limit, so you can do it if you are confident and comfortable. So at this point in my life, I am more confident and comfortable in my skin, so I was able to do it, and I had an amazing time. Another achievement, another non-scale victory, and it was just such an accomplishment for me, and I had so much fun jet skiing. It was so much fun. And I just had like an amazing time. So those are the two like really biggest things that, oh no, I'm sorry, I have one more. Hiking is another one. I was able to do little hiking trips on my little pueblito or little town excursions throughout Honduras, and I would climb stairs and climb rocks and do all this stuff without breaking a sweat, without feeling like an elephant was sitting on my chest, without feeling like I'm sweating in areas that I shouldn't be sweating in, without feeling like I'm gonna die. It was an amazing thing to just enjoy hiking, and I never thought I would ever enjoy climbing anything, walking for a certain amount of time, or a long period of time, I should say. I never thought I would enjoy those things as I did in Honduras. Granted, the scenery was amazing in and of itself, but to not feel like I'm dying while I'm, you know, exploring my country was just, it was such a gratifying feeling, and I loved every moment of it, and I was so appreciative that I can physically do this now and just be happy. So it was an amazing experience. Just little things like that that I didn't get to enjoy before, I can enjoy now. So I was saying seafood and beans. And I blame my cravings for these and my new source of protein, beans, because of Honduras. So a typical meal in Honduras is refried beans, eggs, like a creamy buttery cheese, and regular cheese. And what else? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, and tortillas. So that's like a typical meal, and you can have plátano maduras as well. So a plate like that would be breakfast, lunch, or dinner over there. So I had a lot of beans while I was out there. So that was my greatest source of protein there, and my stomach really, really enjoyed the food because everything was more fresh and more natural, and just the food in Honduras in general, or when you go to another country, I feel like no matter what country, the food is much more fresh and more natural than here, because certain things are completely prohibited in other countries that are allowed here. So it's a huge difference when you eat somewhere else, and it's a huge difference specifically with my family, because everything over there was more natural and organic and, you know, more healthy kind of. So I had a lot of beans, I had a lot of eggs, great sources of protein. I had tortilla, which isn't a huge carb. I had plátano maduros. I had, you know, things that were very, very good for me and sat well in my stomach. I had absolutely no problems over there, which is such a great sign that I was doing well and eating well, because my stomach did not get upset, not once. And that's such a rare thing when you go to a foreign country. Usually your stomach is very iffy with new things and or different things. It could react a certain way, but you know it's good food when your stomach's like, yeah, I can go down with this. So over there I had a lot of beans and I had a lot of seafood, fresh seafood. I went to areas of Honduras which was by the ocean, and we caught fresh seafood, and it was just, the taste was amazing. So for me, like, my thing is lobster tails. I am a sucker for lobster tails. It sounds so bougie, but in Honduras it's just the norm when you're eating seafood to have like a lobster tail or a full lobster. It's not as bougie and expensive as it is here in the States. So a couple times we were by the ocean and we went to restaurants by the ocean, and we would have a lot of lobster. Just fresh lobster was amazing, and that sits very, very well in my stomach. Like, I can't even do red lobster. Like, that stuff is so disgusting to me now, and my stomach completely hates it. I tried it once, a lobster tail for my lobster after my surgery, and my stomach, it just all came up. It was so, so sad. So yeah, I mean, I need, like, my body needs like fresh, organic seafood, and that's what I crave, which is kind of hard to find in my area right now, but I'm trying. So the cravings for the seafood and the cravings for the beans, definitely blame on Honduras, because I was eating so good on vacation. Another non-scale victory I forgot to mention was the not needing an extender on the plane. I think I talked about it in my last video. I'm super happy that this was my first time flying and I did not need to awkwardly ask the stewardess for an extender for my seatbelt, because I fit the seatbelt perfectly fine like a normal person. It was a huge, huge victory for me, because that was something that really, really hurt me prior to my surgery, and it really made me feel uncomfortable, and just, I don't know, it was something that really hit me hard. And I was really happy that I didn't need it this time. I was super, super excited. I can like adjust the seatbelt to make it tighter, which I can never do before. So yeah. Another thing, a non-skill victory I would definitely say was playing with my younger brother and sister. For those of you who have kids or younger siblings, you know they have a ton of energy. And if you're overweight and can barely breathe or go up and down stairs, then how are you going to play with them? So I was able to play with my younger brother and sister with no problem. Didn't even have to think about it. Running around, playing with the ball was normal to me. And I was really, really excited about that I had the energy and the initiative to play with them and not have to be worried about, you know, hurting my back or my legs being too tired, my feet being too tired, or, you know, I'm too hot, I'm overheating because it's hot in the country, or something like that, where I would be so worried and conscious about it before my surgery. It was nothing to me this time. Another thing that's really exciting is my size 16 pants are starting to feel a little loose, so I'm really excited about that. I was super excited just to fit a size 16, and now I'm a 16 and everything. And going from a size 22, 20 to a 16 is a huge victory, and now feeling my size 16 pants are starting to feel loose is just amazing. So every time I feel something like that, I definitely want to share it with you guys, because it's such a celebration and a victory for me that doesn't have to do with the scale and losing weight. Well, losing pounds, I should say. Another thing that I was really excited for was like souvenir shopping. You know how you want to get a t-shirt from a place that you visited. It was the first time I can go to a souvenir shop and not be worried about finding my size. I didn't have to worry about finding out if they have a plus size section. I didn't have to worry about paying extra for a double XL. Small things like that, like, really used to tick me off. And now that I don't have to worry about that, it's such a great feeling. And I know some of you can relate, or some of you guys who are just starting out in this journey are gonna look forward to this. And I just want to share it with you guys because it was it was so cool to go to a souvenir shop and just grab a large or even an extra large, but most of the shirts that I grabbed were a large, which was really great. And not having to worry about, oh, they don't have my size, or they don't have a plus size section, or they don't have, you know, I don't have to shop in the men's section to get a t-shirt that'll fit me. Things like that I was really excited I didn't have to worry about. Exercising, I am the worst. I am so bad when it comes to exercising. And I know it's bad, I know it's horrible, and you would think because now I'm feeling my loose skin and sagginess everywhere, I'd be more motivated to go to the gym, but I am just so bad when it comes to the gym. I really am. I want to, and I get in the moods to go to the gym or find a personal trainer, so I get into those moods. But honestly, just coming home from work and being on my feet for like 6 to 8 hours a day is just not fun. Like, the thought of the gym just drives me crazy. But I have been walking more. I walk to the train station before I go to work. I try to spend most of my time outside, especially this summer, as I possibly can. I was very active on vacation. I am very active when I go outside to enjoy the day. I try to do something that involves walking or hiking or something like that, or bicycling. I rode a bike several times this summer already. So like if I'm going to the beach, I'll make sure the beach has a boardwalk and I go walk along the boardwalk, and most of my day will be spent outside. Most of my days have been spent like walking and just getting fresh air and things like that. So I have been active. I haven't been sedentary at all. Like, I haven't been a couch potato or anything like that. I have been active, just not necessarily going to the gym. But I do realize that I need the gym desperately. I really do need the gym because I want to tone up and I want the sagginess to not be so extreme, and I want to build my muscle. So I will get there. I know I will get there. I have faith in myself that I will set up my routine. Even though I say it month to month that I haven't, I'm still going to be positive, and I'm still going to convince myself that I will get there. And eventually I will build a routine for myself, because I do want to go to the gym, and I do want to exercise, and I do want to tone up and build muscle and do all of that stuff. I think that's all I really wanted to say. So I can't believe it's been 93 pounds so far. I can't believe it's been 7 months. I have no words sometimes. I'm so grateful for this. I still go through the constant feeling that I'm gonna mess up or screw it up somehow, or overeat or stretch my stomach. I have those worries. Those worries are totally normal if you're going through that as well. You just have to stop, think, breathe, realize the pros outweigh the cons. Your decision was a great decision for you. Look at your progress and just continue to move forward. Because if I keep on concentrating on, oh, I overate, or I ate something I shouldn't have, I'm going to stretch myself. If I keep on going down that path, I just go down a hole and I get stuck in it and get discouraged, and it doesn't help me or anyone else. So just try to psych yourself out. Think of the positives. Think of your non-skill victories. Think of how many pounds you've lost already. Think of all the things you can do now that you couldn't do before, and try to get yourself out of that rut, because those worries and that kind of thinking is completely normal, but you have to move forward. You have to move from it. So don't think that it's not normal. Just think that, yeah, it's something that's going to happen, but you're going to move on from it. Don't stay with it, because if you stay with it and you discourage yourself, you're going to go back. You're going to relapse, and it's going to suck. So just be very, very positive. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. So I hope that helps any of you guys that maybe struggle with that on the daily or once in a while. So I think that's all I have to say for this 7th month post-op. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I find any pictures or things related to what I was talking about, I'll post them around my video if I find any pictures and stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love reading all your comments. I know some of you have recently gone through surgery and you're going for surgery, and I love to hear your updates, and I love to hear you guys say that I'm helping you. It makes me feel amazing, and I'm very glad that me sharing my experience and telling you guys the pros and the cons and everything, good, bad, ugly, is just helping someone, because that's why I'm doing this. So yeah, so just thumbs up this video, like this video if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever about VSG, being post-op, pre-op, anything makeup related, you guys can leave it down in the comments below. So until my next video, bye guys.